guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to completely transform your basic builder grade bifold closet doors into some really high-end looking bifold closet doors for under $60. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you hang around for the rest of this video. And I make new videos like this every single week on home decor, DIY home decor, and making your home look high-end on a budget. So if you like that kind of video, definitely hit the subscribe button. And make sure that you turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do for these closet doors is choose your design. This is the design that we have chosen. I just think that this is going to be something that's really going to flow with the style of the room really well. So we decided to do this one. But there are lots of other styles that you guys can choose from as well. After you've chosen a design, it's time to start measuring. I'll have all of the measurements for this project listed down in the description box below so you guys can follow them. Once you've got all your measurements, it's time to start cutting. To keep this project as cheap as possible, we chose to use a plywood sheet that is 1/4 of an inch thick and rip it down into 1.5 inch wide strips to get our trim pieces using a table saw. If you're using a large sheet like this, I highly recommend having somebody help maneuver the sheet so that you can stay safe and get straight edges. You could also just buy trim pieces and cut them down to size if you don't mind spending a little extra money. You're going to start by cutting your long strips and then cutting your short strips down to size from the extra long strips you cut using your miter saw. If you're doing the same design as I am, then you'll end up with 8 long side pieces and 24 short middle pieces. So now that we've got our wood pieces cut down, we're going to go ahead and attach them to the closet doors. And to do that, we're actually going to be using some wood glue. And we're also going to use some nails from a pin nailer. And they're going to be 5/8 of an inch long, just so that they don't poke through the other side of the closet door. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We also used a laser level to help keep everything level and perfect.
Alright, you want to pin it?
It's really scaring me. That's why it's freaking me out. What?
Push. Pull the trigger.
It's not pulling.
Okay, let me see.
It's not like a safety thing. What's the deal here?
Oh, we're out.
We're out. It's really setting me up for success here.
Here, you're gonna try again.
Okay, push it.
I think you're just bad at it.
So now that we've got all of our trim pieces up, I'm going to go in with some wood filler, and this is just Minwax. It's stainable, but it doesn't need to be stainable because we're just going to paint it. So I'm going to go in with this and all of the joint pieces. So all the pieces where the pieces of wood are coming together, we're going to cover up with some wood filler so that it's nice and seamless. We're also going to go in all of the places where we put the pin nails in and cover those up as well so that you can't see them. I tried using a metal scraper at first to spread the wood filler, but found that it was much easier to just use my finger to really get into the creases. So I started to get late last night, so I just decided to call it quits and pick it up again today. So we are just going to go in now with some fine grit sandpaper. This is just 120 grit, and sand off those spots of wood filler that we put in and get it ready for painting. Okay, so now that we've got all of the wood filler sanded down, we're gonna go in with some caulk, and you wanna make sure that your caulk is paintable. So we're gonna go ahead and fill in all of the creases where the wood meets the door so that it's a nice smooth finish. I also tried using a tool here for spreading the caulk into the corners, but found that I had more control using my fingers, so I opted for that as well. We're gonna move on to painting, which is the really fun part. So I'm gonna be painting it the color Shiitake from the Sherwin-Williams collection, and it's actually just the same color that I painted the lower half of the wall in the playroom. So I'm gonna bring that up over the doors, and I'm really excited to see the depth that it'll add to the room. I wanted to make sure that these doors had a really smooth finish, so to ensure that, I used a paintbrush around the inner edges and the hard to reach places, and then went over it immediately with a foam roller to smooth out the brush strokes as much as possible. I ended up using 2 coats of this paint, and after the first coat dried, I sanded the paint lightly with a fine grit sandpaper and then applied the second coat to help achieve a really smooth finish. Okay, so the door is painted and I'm loving how it looks. So to finish it off, we're just gonna put on these super cute brushed brass knobs that I actually picked up from the Home Depot for like $3 each. So super happy to find these, and these are just going to be the most beautiful finishing touch. To attach these knobs, I'm going to need to drill holes through the trim pieces and the door, so to make sure the wood doesn't split, I'm putting a small piece of painter's tape where I'll be drilling the hole. And then I'm marking the spot using a laser level to keep everything nice and aligned. You want to make sure that the drill bit that you're using is slightly smaller than the screw that you're going to be using. Since I'm putting the knobs on top of the trim piece, the screws that came with the hardware aren't going to be long enough, so I just used some screws that I had on hand that were the perfect length. You guys, I cannot even believe how amazing these doors came out. Like, they just have completely transformed the way that this whole room looks, and I'm really excited to share with you guys what the rest of the playroom looks like. So keep an eye out for Playroom Makeover coming soon. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I make new videos like this every single week on home decor, DIY home decor, and making your home high-end on a budget. So if you like to save money, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. So I'll see you guys in the next one.